What's up, guys? It's your old pal, John G. Stamos, the Renaissance Garden Guy here in my Hardiness Zone 5B 6A garden in beautiful Michiana Shores. And got a YouTube short for you today about one of my favorite plants, Virginia bluebells, native wildflower. They're certainly now native here in Indiana, native in North America. They are a wildflower, and they grow here in my garden's big blue and white hill planting feature. Everything that grows in this feature flowers in white and blue. And these Virginia bluebells, when they are in full flower, are as blue as a baby's eye. The flowers are just beautifully, the clearest, most beautiful blue. Now, we're going to talk about that, the buds in a second, the blooms in a second. But they're growing here among white old-fashioned bleeding hearts and a white-flowered big leaf hydrangea and some white hardy geraniums. So when they flower and they're as blue as they can be, they look really good when everything, when everything is flowering. The white and blue together looks great out here in this feature. So these are ephemerals. You plant them in really early spring. They come up out of the ground in early spring and they flower as they're doing now. Late April they start to flower, and they'll flower through May. And by June, toward the end of June, they just go away. They die back to the ground, and they're gone for the summer. Come back again in the early spring. Now, they're the most. Let me just show you these buds really quick. Now, when they first bud, you can see the little tiny ones, they're pink. Then they start looking a little bit purple. And I'm going to try to get you in closer to another one where you can see a few different stages of flowering. You can see little tiny buds that are just all pink, and then some are sort of pinkish and purple. And then the ones that are about to open are actually starting to look blue. And when they, like I said, when they open, they are just as blue as can be. And they're bells. They're just gorgeous little bells. Now these plants, you plant them in early spring. You're going to get them in bare root form. They're rhizomatous root systems. They spread via rhizomes, and they also spread via self-sowing. So you plant them a few inches deep and just let them do their thing. They're amazing. Again, Virginia bluebells. Another picture there. Mertensia virginica, scientific name. Rhizomatous, put them in the ground. They spread by rhizomes, they spread by self-sowing, and you'll have a whole bunch of them. I started with 3, I got a giant clump. So make sure to click subscribe here. Visit the Renaissance Garden Guy digital publication, renaissancegardenguy.com, and subscribe there, and we'll catch you guys later.